everybody. Welcome to Pencil for Life. I am the one, the only Brad. How are you guys doing today? I want to thank you for coming out today. It's our inaugural show. This is called Artist Table. I am joined by two of my friends, artist Willie Reed. Say hello, Willie.
Hello, Willy.
And Josh Spencer. How you doing, Josh?
Hello, doing well, thank you.
Awesome. So what the show is about, this is our first episode. We're going to be doing this twice a week, and we're going to be going over projects we're working on. We're going to be interviewing people for upcoming projects, artists, other creators as well on Fridays. But Tuesdays, we're going to be talking about things that kind of matter in our little world of indie comics and artwork and stuff like that. This isn't going to be just limited to comic book art only, but all art. So if they're an artist from, let's say, Wizards of the Coast, or a concept artist, or something, if they're talented and we want to learn about them a little bit more, we'll invite them on and see if they want to come and hang out with us. So, but if you don't know who's up here with me right now, why don't we introduce ourselves a little bit, so that way you guys can get to know us. And who wants to start? You want me to do it? Start? I'll start then. Okay. All right. You guys got to talk though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, my name is Brad. I go by the one and only Brad. I used to work at a comic book store. I do a lot of freelance artwork, as well as I am the creator and artist for Handyman. That was on Indiegogo. Soon to be on Kickstarter here in a little while. But anyways, that's who I am. I love comic books. I like different genres and mediums. I play board games. I play card games. So I do a lot of different things. And that's a little about me. If you meet me, though, I'm probably the biggest guy you'll ever meet. I am a tall, fat guy. So, maybe one day you can meet me at a con or something like that. So, if you're interested. But why don't you start with yourself, Willie?
My name's Willy Reed. You can find me here on YouTube at The Art of Reed. I'm a graphic designer, former art instructor. I was teaching art for the university for a while. And then I was teaching drawing basics for animation at an animation college. And now I am slowly turning illustrator.
Nice. What are you working on these days?
Right now I'm working on my own book. It's called Fender Bunny. And
Fender Bunny.
yeah.
What's it about?
About mechanic / race car driver who lives in an alternate future.
Oh, okay.
And, it's basically high stakes racing.
Oh, okay.
It's a high speed adventure story, is what I like to call it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen some of your artwork for it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've posted a little bit here and there. I'm writing it, drawing it, inking it, coloring it.
So you're doing the whole thing. All right, great.
Doing it for myself, so it's time consuming. So I'm not posting as much as I probably should, but it's quite a workload.
And how are you planning on bringing that out when it's done?
When I'm bringing it out, I have a couple of choices. I've been in contact with Ben Dunn from
Cautionary Comics.
No.
Ben Dunn. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
he's Antarctic, right?
Yeah, Antarctic Press.
Yeah. Took me a minute.
They're interested in seeing what I've got, and I can also do the crowdfunding thing and launch it completely independently.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Nice. Josh, I did meet you because your background was kind of loud. Sorry. Why don't you introduce?
I think I was bumping the mic as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's what happened.
Why don't you introduce yourself, Josh?
Yes, I'm Spencer Toons on all of the social medias. I'm a cartoonist, caricature artist, comic book artist. I'm doing that for like 15 years or so.
15 years. Wow.
Well, I used to do textiles design before that as well.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a little bit more about me there.
That's cool.
Yeah, I used to design stuff for clothes. So yeah, the high fashion world,
The high-end fashion world,
the
huh?
high end fashion world,
Nice.
like Derek Zoolander.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Did you run around throwing gasoline on all your friends?
red paint.
Red paint. Nice.
Yeah,
All right. Cool. What are you working on these days?
these days,
Yeah.
a couple of projects. The one that's sort of the biggest at the moment is going to be Megawatt versus the Vampires of the Sun, which is going to like start funding tomorrow. I think.
Oh, it's going live tomorrow. On where?
I think so on Indiegogo.
Oh, okay. So, well, after this video, I'll grab the link and I'll throw it in the description down below, along with
Yeah,
all of our contact stuff. I just realized I totally forgot to do that.
it's all good. So yeah, it's a story of some vampires that are starting to kidnap people, and there's a group of well Mexican wrestlers, luchadors,
Oh, okay.
and they discover what's happening, and they have to stop it. They're called
Nice.
into action. They're called into action because the lead luchador Megawatt, his girlfriend got kidnapped. So
Oh, okay.
now
So you gotta.
now it's personal.
It's personal. Mm. When it's personal, it always gets ugly.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You know. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. Well, that's good, dude. So for me right now, I'm just working on handyman stuff as well as what you see me drawing right now. So I'm just trying to get all of this stuff finished up and take care of my mom at the same time. She's having some issues, but some people know about that already, and we don't need to go into too much detail. But let's talk about some things that have been going on. So this weekend was quite the weekend. If you're in Indie Comics and Comicsgate thing, I am no longer a member of Comicsgate. I haven't been for some time. But I wanted to know your guys' opinion of the situation that happened this weekend. So, what do you think, Josh? Let's start with you this time. Let's put you on the spot.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think I've been around the peripheries of Comicsgate for a while.
Yep.
And it sort of was I guess, a consumer-led movement, I guess
Obviously,
you
it
could say.
started out that way. Yeah.
Yeah, internet critics of comics not happy with the current state of what's happening in the mainstream
Yeah.
and complaining about it and complaining about it a lot. And there was, enough people agreeing with them that there was a small little, growing number of fans that were disinterested with the current state of comics.
And I can attest
And
to that because I worked at a
yeah,
comic book store, so I saw the net sales numbers fall.
yeah.
At the time.
So it's not made up out of nothing.
Nope.
And then so some creators were like, "Hey, if you're not happy with those comics, maybe you like these comics." And there was a sort of indie comics scene kind of grew out from the demand of those disgruntled fans.
Yep.
So I thought it was a sort of a positive thing at
This
first, and
weekend.
then
The
well,
movement.
I'm recapping for people that don't know
Oh,
what comic skaters.
gotcha. Okay.
Trying to recap, and then there was as things do, people's opinions differ on Twitter, and
Mm-hmm.
people say dumb things and people disagree. So there's a lot of like drama and people getting called racists and all the rest of it, and this and that.
Yeah, harassment and all sorts of
Yeah,
stuff.
of if you don't agree with people, you're harassing them. So there's a lot of drama and people were like, oh, I'm not Comic Escape because it's they're haters. I don't want to be a hater.
Get you?
And then there was a group within Comicsgate, I guess you could say,
Yep.
that were following
EBS.
Ethan Van Sciver,
Yep.
who was one of the biggest personalities within the creator part of the Comicsgate movement.
Yeah.
And sort of those followers of Ethan that were very kind of diehard. They kind of saw him as the word of God, I guess you could say.
The word of God. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Yeah.
The Caesar.
And the Caesar. They called him the Caesar. Caesar salad, and they pretty much like went on Twitter and harassed people that didn't agree with him.
Yeah.
Or thought that didn't agree with him or whatever.
Yep.
That was perceived to not agree with him. And and then people started to leave the Comicsgate movement, and it was like, if this is what it's about, I don't want any part of it.
Yep.
Like, bye bye.
That's what I did.
Yeah, and then enough people left where Ethan was like, oh, whoops. I'm gonna have to distance myself from this behavior. And that's what he did on 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think there was enough evidence that came to light there. You couldn't just ignore it anymore.
There you go. Was that a good recap?
I would say it's a good recap.
Yeah, that's pretty decent in about 5-minute spiel.
Yeah.
Something that's been happening for over a year or more.
Oh, yeah, for about 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think about what happened? Do you think it's going to be good for the community in a whole? Do you think it's going to be?
I mean, think so.
Okay. What about you, Willie?
Yeah.
Willie?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
Totally, I have no idea.
That's fine, man. If you don't know, you don't know.
It's always been up in the air. And that's the thing. That's why I've been following it, because I'm curious to see what's happening.
Yeah.
And I build up, and I'm watching it fall apart.
Yep.
Very quickly.
Very quickly, yeah. I would say that's for sure. So my point of view, being someone who was harassed for a while by the war campaign and stuff like that, I'm kind of glad it happened the way it did. Is every perfect thing the way we want it to work out going to happen? No. But I think it's a fresh start, though, for people, maybe who felt disenfranchised before, who want to come back in and start anew, I think it's good. But will it hold together, though, in the long run? I don't know, to be honest.
I think it will.
Yeah.
Maybe not Comicsgate itself,
Yeah.
but you cannot deny that there is a decline.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I agree with you. There's a major decline in the industry.
That everybody is feeling it.
Yep.
Like it's at the point now where you got the head honchos at DC announcing this at Comic Cons. And frustration.
It's true. Yeah.
But they've done it themselves. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But the whole
was it
reason
Bounty in the was it Bounty? No, Bleeding Fool did an article on that not too long ago.
Yeah. But the whole reason I'm following it is because I'm feeling it.
Oh yeah?
I don't buy comic books anymore. There's nothing to buy. There's nothing out there anymore. And like I grew up, I'm a 90s X-Men Marvel boy.
Oh yeah, me too.
That's where I got started.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I bought an X-Men comic.
Yeah, dude, I haven't
But
bought one forever.
the majority of comic books are old X-Men comics.
Well,
So tell me
you
what
have,
happened,
yeah.
right? So what happened? What would force a diehard Marvel boy to stop buying Marvel comics? There's nothing out there.
It's true. When I worked at the shop, I saw a major decline. So I worked in selling comics for, I want to say 4 or 5 years, somewhere right around there, at my store here in Orem called Dragon's Keep. It's in Orem, Utah, by the way. They have 4 stores, by the way, but comic books is not their bread and butter anymore. It used to be back in the day. The bread and butter for the store right now is trading card games and board games.
And pop figures.
No, we don't.
What?
We didn't carry pop figures there. So we did role playing games. We did board games, trading card games, and then tabletop games like Warhammer and stuff like that. But there was 3 top departments every week. So number 1 was definitely trading card games, like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Super, stuff like that. Yeah, that's like 50% of the market for our stores. Next would be board games, and then right after that would be comic books. Comic books have died off.
D&D?
D&D was it was up there, but not quite up there. But it's raising every year. It's getting more and more popular every year. But yeah, it was when I would get in comics and when I would order comics, because I had to do the orders every month when I was there, I would kind of really have to judge what's going to be hot, what's not. So I'd have to read the previews, find out what I can, because you have to order 2 months in advance and make your best guess on what's going to sell. Because your customers don't even know what's coming out yet. A lot of them don't follow the news, what's going on in the industry. They just want to read a couple of books, and that's it. But I saw a major die-off in our holds after the 2016 election. It was like night and day. I posted the numbers a long time ago back up on Twitter, on my Facebook, on my Twitter page, Pencil for Life, and you can look at the decline. I posted them, I think, 2018, so I think it was sometime last year. 3-year history of comic book sales for my shop. I did year to date for the whole for each year. So it was same from, I think it was like January to October, and you could see just the loss of money that was coming in. And I had to change the way I order for the store, because when I was seeing that happen, I would have to okay, I can't order this, I can't order that, nobody's buying this. So I would order basically just enough of a couple shelf copies for the shelf, and that's it for a new book. Unless I knew it was going to be hot, I ain't trusting it. And that's the only way I didn't sink at the store for comic books, because it would have killed us if we ordered the same way and then there's that massive drop off. So it's kind of heartbreaking, because I love comic books. I hated seeing the market turn like that. I hated seeing my hold customers just say, I want to cancel everything. It was strange. It was a strange time in the store. But I think when DC did their Rebirth series, right, it kind of brought a breath of hope back into the industry for a while, and propped it up for a little bit, but ultimately it did start to die off after about a year, and then bigger things like Dark Knight's Metal, when that came out, things like that would prop up the industry. Nothing Marvel did really helped. In fact, Marvel just kept getting creamed at our store because they had so many big events and nobody was like really buying products for those events. Because they would do so many tie-in books, so many variant covers. It was just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So that's when I started noticing Comicsgate. That's when I originally piqued my interest. That's when Zach started doing his videos right around that time. And that's when I started following him, and that's when I got in. So, but unfortunately, I left because of the behavior of others, because I don't think people really need to wear labels anymore, But I do agree with the change in the industry. There needs to be a change. I do agree with that. We need to change the system mentality, type thing. And it's on us. Indie creators, customers, stores, they have to, say, hey, look, we're not going to buy this. Distribution, Diamond needs to step up and make changes. If they don't, all of those systems are going to lead into a meltdown, or it has melted down into the system. So, yeah. But, yeah, dude, it was, I don't know. It's been a big change. And sorry, I got off on a tangent. That's why I got into Comicsgate. That's why I saw the numbers change. Got me into it. Started thinking I can do my own book because I've always done artwork all my life. Started working on my own book. Failed the first time. Handyman did. Got advice from Malin, Antonio. Went back, reworked. Came back. Artwork was solid. The story was solid. And then I got hit on the head with the war campaign bullshit. And then that's when I said, look, if this is what Comicsgate has turned into from what it started and why I joined, I'm not going to be a part of it anymore. Because I don't think that it should matter who you associate with, It matters how I conduct myself in my business, right? It matters how I treat the customers who buy from me, and how I interact, with my fans or customers or whatever. But and then when all this happened this weekend, because I got to know Tim Lim, I've gotten to know Sashi, I've gotten to know Ethan, I've gotten to know everybody around, but I didn't have any ill will towards anybody. Once I've gotten to know everybody, it was like, yeah, I like all these people. I wish they could all get along. And then I think with what happened this weekend, the door's open for anybody who wants to come back into the community could. I'm personally not going to, because I'm not going to wear a label again. But I still believe in the ideals, And I think other people should think what it's for, Think about it. Even if you don't want to wear the flag again, you can still be a good person, still be a good customer, still be a good artist. And what we're going to do here is we're not going to fly any labels. We're not going to do anything like that. We're going to just make good artwork, good content, have good people on the show, great artists on the show, good creators on the show, and go from there. So I think this is a doorway. The toxicity's pretty much gone. I'm pretty sure there's some elements of it still there, but I think it's a new opening, a new beginning for everybody right now. So, and sorry that went way over. Yeah,
you're good at talking, Brad.
I am good at talking. I can. Let's see who's joining us, by the way, on the chat room. There's a few people here. John Dillard's here. John, this show is going to be airing Tuesday nights, and it's going to be called on Friday nights called Artist Table. We're going to be doing it at 8 p.m. Eastern most of those two nights. We got got Trusty Sidekick. We got Draken in here. We've got JP4, Fluxcore, Ape Sapien. Hey guys, thanks for all joining us from the first show. So, if you missed it, I am joined by Josh Spencer. Say hello, Josh.
Hello, Josh.
And Willy Reed, yeah. So
Willy took my joke the first.
did he?
Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dad jokes.
Yeah. So Friday's going to be our guest section, guys. So on Fridays we're going to be doing interviews with people. So like in the month of August, we got Peter Samedi coming back on my channel. We're going to have Walden's going to be on here. We're also going to have one of your friends, Willy, come on, right? And
if he can make it, yeah.
if he can make it, yeah. So,
I've
and I got a
talked to him
couple
and
other
he'd love
artists
to.
that I'm talking to right now. So, so hopefully we'll have a full boat every weekend. And I got some people already signing up for September on Fridays. So, yeah, it should be pretty good. But why don't we switch gears here a little bit? Let's think of something a little more happy. What is your favorite comic book, guys? What is your favorite book?
The favorite?
Yeah, what's your
Or the
favorite
top
comic book
five?
to read? You know, what got you in? What's your favorite, dude? Yeah.
Well, the one that got me in was Tintin.
Tintin. That's
Yeah.
an oldie and a goodie. Yeah.
It is an oldie and a goodie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think I don't know if a lot of Americans are that familiar with it. But it's like in Australia, growing up in the 90s, it was like I had 3 comics. I had Tintin,
Okay.
I had Asterix and Obelix, and I had the
Asterix and Obelix.
Phantom.
That one sounds familiar.
The Phantom.
The Phantom's dope. I love the
Yeah.
Phantom. Yeah.
So they're kind of like the 3 comics I had growing up as a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're kind of like what got me into it, really, I think.
Cool. Which Phantom were you? Was it Peter Falk Phantom or which one was it?
Like the artist, or
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was like because we had the newer ones that were made during the 90s, and then the older ones. Because my dad collected them, so I kind of read.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Peter Falk.
Peter Falk. Okay. Yeah.
I can't be sure. I'm terrible with names.
You're good. You're good. What about you, Willy? What got you into comics?
I started collecting comics really early.
Really?
Yeah, I think I don't even think I was old enough to read comics when I was kind of collecting them. My first comics, what actually got me into it was the old Joe Kubert, like the old war comics, like the
okay, like Vietnam,
Sergeant Rock and the Unknown Soldier, stuff like that. And then that kind of led me into like the Marvel comics.
Okay.
And then from there, I found Jim Lee, and that's when my passion really got unleashed. Jim Lee was doing Uncanny X-Men at the time.
Lee Falk,
and one of my first Jim Lee comics was the one where Rogue and Magneto were in the Badlands or whatever it's called.
Oh, okay.
In the Savage Land?
Savage Land, yeah.
Yeah. You guys remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, to me, that his style in the artwork, it was still in development at that time because he was still new to the business. But to me, that's some of his best stuff.
Good. What I mean, okay, so
what?
I should say
You're breaking up a bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to form this sentence in my head on the fly and think about this line. Sorry. When you're reading this comics as a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's going through your head? Are you more interested in the artwork at the time, like I was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't care for writing. I just look at the pictures.
Yeah, that's fine,
Yeah,
man.
no, to me, it was all about the artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a shame, like today, because like today, there's only a handful of like rock star artists, right? And we used
Yeah.
to get the Wizard magazine where we could
Oh yeah.
see who the top talent was,
Yeah,
show it
exactly.
off,
But you
things
know
like
what?
that.
My taste has changed over the years.
Oh, have they?
Well, like Jim Lee, he's still a rock star artist, but
Mm-hmm.
is he my favorite now? No.
No, yeah, mine
Right?
either.
Like,
Okay, I gotta admit, I was never really into Jim Lee.
Oh man, I was into him, but I wasn't that into him. Yeah. So.
Sorry, I cut you off, Willie. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, go ahead.
well, I mean, like I've developed a taste for Mike Mignola's stuff.
Yes. Yes.
You
Okay.
know, when he first came out, I thought it was kind of crude and not really worth it. But now I'm actually on the hunt for some of his older stuff because I like his artwork so much.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It really
Yeah,
grows on you. And I was
It's
talking
super
with
minimal.
I was talking with a friend of mine, and he said that he would love to meet him just to tell him
totally.
that he's never read a Hellboy comic because he can't get past the artwork and he just keeps flipping the pages before his brain even keeps up with the words.
Oh no.
No, that's good though. I mean, I think that's great. Yeah. I mean, that's what we're artists, so that's what we want to see with our artwork is like someone just like, dude. I mean, your artwork is so good. We love love the way it just bounces off the page, stuff like that. I mean, that's what we want, And if he does that for you, that's really cool, dude. It's really cool.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember who my favorite artists were because I always liked the kind of illustrator type, like the heavy line work and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was into like cartoons, more like Asterix and Obelix, and that like super ink heavy. Like it's all about the line work,
Okay.
and there's no like cross hatching or anything. It's just like clean lines and stuff. So Mike Mignola was when I saw him, I was like, yeah, this guy's got it. And the other guy was
he wants to do as much work as possible with one pen stroke.
yeah.
Then.
And the other guy was J. Scott Campbell. He had this
Oh, okay.
really Disney style that I really liked. So yeah, I like the guys that can kind of draw kind of cartoony but still comic booky. Like
Okay.
a cross between. That's my favorite.
Gotcha. So I like artists that are kind of a little more out there. I like Mark Texiera.
Never heard of him.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I don't think I've heard of him either.
He did Ghost Rider. He did a lot of Marvel Present books, where they're the 2-in-1s. So Mark Texiera. He also did Union for Image when that came out. It's a very kind of out there style. And then Sam Keith. I love Sam Keith. He's got a great style too. I love the way he draws. It's just he did the Max, so you guys remember the Max, yeah. So, dude, his sketchiness, the way it's just kind of, I don't know, like when he drew Wolverine, he had those massive arms and there's super hair going everywhere, and then the big long the head details.
Yeah, everything was completely distorted, but you knew it was Wolverine.
Oh yeah, and he just had the great style. He did the same thing with the Max and the way he made him feel on the page, and so he's definitely one of my favorite artists for sure. And then I like Sal Belluto, my mentor. He did the what do you call it? He did the Phantom. He's still doing the Phantom overseas. He did Black Panther with Bob Almond for a number of years. 6-pack, or Power Pack. Sorry, Power Pack. And so yeah, that's who I kind of grew to admire. And then I have a bunch of fantasy artists I like. Like the Hildebrandt brothers and Vallejo and stuff like that. The way they could draw bodies and people.
What do you think of Mobius back in the day?
Yeah.
Mobius.
Very good.
I'm not too sure if I know the name.
An overseas.
He's a French artist, and he's done
Yeah.
like heaps of heavy metal kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know who he is now.
He's the master of like perspective and
Yeah.
doing landscapes, and
He's pretty cool. Yeah,
oh yeah, he's got a very cool style.
very true. He does.
If it wasn't for those heavy metal magazines, I would never have stumbled upon a lot of really cool artists.
I think there's a lot of magazines and stuff like gave a chance to people who would normally never get views. Normally.
Well,
Like I think even with Frazetta, he got a start by a couple magazines just kind of picking them up. Beasley was the same way. So yeah, dude.
Well, it's all the European guys, right? Like,
yeah,
it focused on European art.
Yeah, very much. See, Trusty says, yeah, Texas Ghost Rider was sweet. He definitely was. Dude, he was so good. Trusty's like, you've never heard of Texier? Sacrilege.
Well, I have actually like seen his art before, but it's funny. I looked him up, and the first guy that popped up was a baseball player with the same name. Like,
oh, yeah, I don't think that's him. Yeah.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I've seen his artwork before, definitely.
Yeah, that's cool. With the newer comic artists, because we talked about a lot of old ones. Who are some newer guys you're interested in that are making books today? I know there's a handful of, like Greg Capullos and somebody who are still working out today who got started in the 90s. My favorite today by far is definitely going to be Sean Gordon Murphy.
Yes.
Dude, he is the bomb when it comes to black and white work. What do you think is, or who do you think is probably a top-notch artist right now that we should be looking at?
Oh man, I don't even know. Sean Gordon Murphy is the only one I kind of know of that's like hot today. J. Scott Campbell's always been a favorite of mine. Eric Larson. Yeah, I like his stuff.
Coppola? No, what's his name? Hold on. Oliver Coppola. I always mess up his name. He did like Magic with Mark Millar and some other books. He worked on Thor for a long time. So I'm pretty sure someone in the chat will definitely throw it out there.
Yeah, well, I kind of like the guys that have that really cartoony, comic booky type style.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Willie? Do you have anybody? Oh, Brian. Brian Ellis is Abe.
One of my favorites right now, he's kind of a local guy for me, is Nick Bradshaw from Marvel.
Oh, okay.
And he had done Wolverine and the X-Men.
Is he working on anything right now?
His big break was actually Army of Darkness.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I think he had posted some fan art one time, back before it was an actual comic, I think. And I think they had contacted him and said, you know what, we love this. Would you be interested in doing the comic?
That's cool.
That's cool.
And he said, yeah. And then from there, his style has changed quite drastically. And I think some of the stuff that he's doing right now is mind-blowingly awesome. The detail is just ridiculous. And he's producing stuff at such a fast rate that it's actually, you can't even believe the detail that he's putting into this. He's just posting picture after picture after picture of stuff that he's doing. And it's crazy.
What's his name again?
Nick Bradshaw.
Nick Bradshaw. I'm going to have to look you up.
He started the Spidey series.
Oh, he did Spidey. Okay.
Yeah.
The first issue.
The run on Wolverine and the X-Men was his. Okay. He started that, I think. Don't quote me on that.
Nick Bradshaw, also known as Goose from Top Gun?
No.
Okay, different Nick Bradshaw. Okay, I found him. Yes, I like his stuff a lot.
Oh, I'll have to check them out here once we're done. I'm not looking at my computer.
When he first started, he was known as like kind of like J. Scott Campbell
Yeah.
clone,
Yep.
and I think he might have actually taken him under his wing a little bit and pushed him to develop his own style. So now he's actually quite recognizable in his own style. Like even when J. Scott Campbell first came out, he was a Jim Lee clone,
Yes.
right? Everybody's seen that. Well,
A
that's the
little bit.
reason
Like,
why they hired him, because they were trying to hire a bunch of people who can do the crazy cross hatching and all that jazz. And then it wasn't until he come up with Danger Girl
what was G. Scott Campbell's first book? Was it?
1013.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He wasn't. I wouldn't call him a clone. I didn't think he matched Jim Lee's style at all. I could tell a difference.
No, I could too, but it was the style with the cross hatching and stuff that. But he had the big eyes, and everybody thought, "Oh, it's
Yeah, he had the
anime."
anime influence for sure.
No,
Yeah.
but that's the thing. It's not anime. I seen an interview where he was saying that it's Disney influence because he
Yeah, it
wanted
was
to be an
Disney.
animator for Disney.
Oh,
Isn't that something?
well,
Because if you
definitely.
look at the Disney princesses, they have huge
Yeah, they
eyeballs.
do. Yeah. They definitely do.
But everybody says that it's definitely anime influence, and he swears
No,
up and down
I
it's
think I
not.
said it was Disney.
Well,
Because it was Disney, and Dean Eagle, who does like Playboy cartoons, was also Disney. I liked his stuff as well,
okay.
and they were kind of similar eyes.
Yeah, he does a cartoon girl called Mandy, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm very familiar.
Yeah, me too.
I am not. So.
You got to check out Mandy.
I
Come
will
on.
check out Mandy. Don't worry. Yeah. Abe Sapien saying, Ryan Otley. Ryan Otley's currently working on Spider-Man and stuff like
Yes,
that
he
for
is. Yeah.
Marvel.
Actually,
I
I
think
think he's doing the one that I'm doing the cover of. Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Ryan. He's actually a local guy here. The only problem I have is I feel like he's neutered on Marvel. I think he's he has potential to do all these crazy stuff, but because of time constraints, I don't think they let him do it. He can't do all that crazy violence and stuff like he was doing in Invincible. When you punch something and the robot guy's arm would be broken into a billion pieces, and you get all the blood everywhere from the bloody fist fights and everything. And he's so good at doing that. I think he's being held back for sure. Oh yeah, Abe is Ryan Otley is being held back. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Roger Cruz was more of a clone when they first showed up. Oh, Roger Cruz. Yeah, I remember him. He was he did Marvel, I believe. He was cloning Mad. I think it was Mad.
Joe Madureira.
Yeah, and he was actually copying some of his previous works and previous pages, like almost panel for panel.
Ooh.
For some books, and he got caught. And Matt actually put in some of the panels like little Easter eggs that he knew that Cruz was copying his work, like "I see you" and stuff like that. In the background. Yeah. X-Men Alpha. Yeah, he was on X-Men Alpha. Yeah. So. Yeah, it was an interesting time. Like I saw a video about that I think about a month ago or something like that, where they were talking about what was in the background of some of the artwork, Mad versus Cruz. It was pretty interesting. So, yeah.
The other comic I'm trying to get people to know about in America is Black Sad. Has anyone
Black
heard of
Sad. I've not
Sad?
heard of that. No.
That's the cat detective, right?
It sure is.
Yeah.
So it's like an anthropomorphic animals. Like they're all anthropomorphic animals. So sort of like
our Zootopia.
Zootopia, yeah. and the artist, I think he's had some Disney training, and it's all done in like inks and watercolors. It's like the most beautiful artwork, and it's
Really?
this sort of like noir kind of pulp detective story, but with a cat as the detective, and it's amazing.
Interesting.
Yeah, I highly recommend.
Trusty says Black Cat is
Sad.
cool. Black Sad is cool.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet myself. I'm gonna have to take a look. So,
should
yeah,
definitely get on the Google.
I will. I will when I'm done with this drawing today. I gotta finish this tonight. I got a couple more to finish too. So,
What is it? What are you working on? A commission?
it is not a commission. It is paid work. It's I can't release all the details about it yet, but I work occasionally for a trading not a trading card company, but they make playing cards, and they got a big contract with a certain team. And if you already know the players, you can see who I'm drawing. And
They're wearing red, and they're a football team.
And so I am, I am doing these to get them out of the way because I got to pay some rent, So at least rent, yeah. So, but currently I do have some commission spots open. So if someone does want a commission, they can reach out to me.
And me.
Yeah. I think we all have commission spots open, right?
Yeah.
I'm working
What about
on one
you?
right now.
Oh, you're working on one right now? Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I got to cover it up because it's. I don't want to release too much information.
No, I think you'll be fine.
Is it lewd?
If it's lewd, yeah, you can still
Maybe.
show artwork. It's fine. As long as it's not like porn lewd,
Well, I may or may not have used a photo reference of my own hand.
Oh.
Holding my genitalia that I sent my wife.
Wow. Okay. Wow, more than I wanted to know today.
What is this? A spider dick? It's his web shooter. He's taking a photo of his web shooter.
My God. I don't want to know.
Oh, too late.
Oh my gosh.
He's getting the Peter tingle and he's
Abe is like TMI. I'm like, I agree. Yeah. Let's keep the show at least PG-13. Yeah, let's do that.
I think it is. You're allowed to make jokes.
I guess we are. Yeah, I guess we are.
I can't show anything. That's all.
That's true. Yeah, but yeah. Anybody else got any questions, by the way, out there in chat land? I know we have a few people watching, so yeah.
Someone mentioned. I think Abe Sapien mentioned She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. I hear She-Hulk was good. Are you talking about the new She-Hulk? She's horrible, or the old one?
Hey, I'm fixing She-Hulk at the moment. If I open up that
fixing
panel, yeah, fixing She-Hulk.
Okay.
There was a panel of She-Hulk getting into a spa bath like a hot spring.
Okay.
And it was really terrible. So I decided to fix it and make it not terrible.
Okay.
And I'm going to see if I can open up that now. I haven't finished it. I work on it every now and again when I've got nothing to do. So let's see. I'm going to try and share screen. Here we go.
Yeah, by the way, what are you doing your so I know what you do for a job, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you tell people what you do for a job during the day?
Well, at the moment I'm working. Oops, oh dear! I think I've crashed my computer.
Oh no, you're still on.
Well, it says not responding. When I
That's just the program. Oh, well, you have the link. You can come back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that. I'll just wait for the little wheel to stop spinning.
Okay. You work as a what at an amusement park?
Oh, yeah, I haven't done that for a while actually.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, like a
okay.
few weeks
Guess I
now.
don't know. All right.
Yeah, well, I was doing caricatures, so I still do caricatures, but
Yeah, you did
trying.
mine.
Yeah, I still do them, but I'm focusing on the comics. Trying to focus on the comics a bit more now.
Oh, that's
Getting,
good.
well, especially now that we're going to be crowdfunding Megawatt versus the Vampires of the Sun. So
Yeah,
um, so hopefully that's a success, and I'll have heaps of work
that'll
to
be
do.
good. Yeah.
It would be good. I just finished a campaign I was involved with actually, the Niobe comic.
Oh,
I
yeah,
did
you
the
did the
cover,
cover. Yeah.
yeah, and it was successfully funded, so that's good.
Good.
All right, I have crashed Chrome for some reason, I
Oh,
think.
fun.
So I will dip out and then come back in, I think.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's probably just gonna leave us here alone.
Yeah. All right. I'll be back.
All right, buddy. See ya. Yeah. Tricky part about this part is can't cover up the sponsorship letters. I gotta have those visible. And the teams here are paid billions of dollars to have their sponsors on the jersey. Got to leave them. Gotta leave them on.
I hardly ever use a ruler. Do you use a ruler?
When I set up perspective shots.
I just find whatever's straight. Like here, I'm just using the backboard.
Especially when I'm doing commissions and stuff like that, like sketch covers. Like I have a ton of sketchbooks, like sketch covers here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I grabbed a bunch for when I do cons and stuff like that. I got a whole short box full. So, yeah. Yeah, I got a whole short box full. But,
Hey,
yeah, how many, yeah.
There's two Spencer tunes.
Hey, he's back. Yay.
Still see my other icon in there.
Yeah,
Excuse me. That's cool.
you're a twin. You
I
didn't
know.
know it.
All right. Let's see if I can share screen without crashing Chrome again.
That'd be cool.
Okay. Here we go. All right. I think it's working.
Okay.
There we go. All right. So everyone, whoop, I'll just close these down.
Let me
this
white
is-
box you.
Okay.
Boom. There you go.
All right. So this is She-Hulk.
That's
figure,
She-Hulk?
This figure here is She-Hulk.
The one in the foreground?
The one that looks like the Hulk, the green meanie. That's
okay.
She-Hulk.
Oh my god.
That is She-Hulk. Okay, so I decided to get rid of that. All right. So, and then I decided to do a version where she's not hideous to behold. So I'm still in the process
Oh,
of
okay.
doing that.
Oh, that's much
Huzzah.
better. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I can give that booty a smack, no problem.
Hey,
Yeah.
you can say that, and I can't say genitalia.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that's
Brad.
drawn
Something
on your
wrong with
screen.
you.
Brad. Oh, Brad.
I know. Yeah. No, that looks really good.
Thank you.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I think most guys do like it.
Thor's liking it. Is that Thor?
Thor's like, yeah. Thor's like, hell yeah, boy.
Huzzah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely much better. Much better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now I've got to just work on the shadows here.
Shadows. Isn't she lighted from all angles so we can see everything?
Brad.
Apparently not.
Oh,
Brad.
I know.
You're
Naughty Brad.
You're so naughty.
I'm so naughty. Yep.
Yeah.
It's all good though. Anyways, so
Anyway, moving along.
we had a couple things we were going to talk about today. I think we just kind of got off kilter, but let's you know what? Let's do this. What was your favorite cartoon growing up?
Oh, now you're throwing us off.
I am
I
throwing.
thought you were gonna do it like top 5.
I know,
had a top 5
yeah.
going.
Nope,
I wrote a
I'll throw you
freaking
off.
list for crying out loud. I liked Gummy Bears.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Yep. I remember that show.
Yeah, all those old like Darkwing Duck,
Darkwing Duck, yes.
Tailspin.
Yep, Tailspin. I remember that. But
Gargoyles was the best.
Gargoyles was great. That was on when I was in high school. You know, so
I that's one that I could not get into.
really,
Yeah, and everybody raves about it.
I was into it.
I was into it.
Screw you! I was into it.
My all-time favorite was Thundercats and He-Man, Voltron.
Are you excited for the
little-
new Thundercats to come out?
Actually, I am, even though it doesn't look that good. This is going to open up a whole new dialogue between me and my son because I think he's going to enjoy it.
Probably.
And then I get I get the luxury of introducing him to the real deal.
There you go.
Like, to me, that's cool, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of people complained about that new Ninja Turtles cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
The Rise of the Ninja Turtles. Have you seen it?
No.
It's amazing.
Was it?
It blows anything out of the water today.
Really?
Yes, it does. And I'm not joking.
Okay.
It is absolutely stunning how they do it.
I'll have to take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. I've been watching. If I watch a cartoon, it's mostly anime stuff right now. So.
I'm getting into Evangelion again.
Really?
Oh my God, that's
been so.
It's on Netflix.
It's awful.
It is terrible, but it's great. I like the fight scenes. I have to like
The
fast
fight
forward.
scenes are amazing, but
You know what's really amazing about that is just the backgrounds.
Yeah,
it's true. The cityscapes are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the little moving parts.
I've been on the hunt for some old stuff too. Some old anime.
Oh, like?
I've been just playing catch up and trying to find old stuff that I've missed along the way. So, like I started with the old original Appleseed OVA.
Okay, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. So that led me to, what's his name? Mad Bull 66 or something? What was that? I'm not sure. And which led me to Riding Bean, Gunsmith Cats.
Got it, okay.
I remember Gunsmith Cats.
Did you watch Black Lagoon?
Yes.
So good.
That's just as good as Cowboy Bebop.
I was about to say Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop and Trigun Willy were pretty good.
Trigun? Hell no, dude. Sorry, man.
You didn't like Trigun?
No, dude.
I've never seen it to say I liked it or not, so I don't know.
It was too silly for you,
on the list.
Something about that show, man. I was like, oh my god, I couldn't stand it. There's a moment I know when I watch an anime, it clicks, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then that one was not it for me.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Hellsing?
I haven't watched Hellsing, but I've watched
the movie for sure.
Vampire Hunter D. Those two games.
Yeah. I reckon Hellsing better.
Captain Harlock.
Oh yeah,
Space Pirate?
Captain Harlock, Space Pirate. Do you know they did a CG version movie of that for her? Yeah, wasn't bad.
Just recently, you mean?
Yeah, last few years,
Yeah.
it was pretty good. Yeah.
Well, all right, fellas, I gotta get going.
You gotta get
Oh, yeah?
going.
I do.
Can't
We've
just
only
leave
just
yet.
begun.
No, I mean, actually, we were gonna shut it down after an hour, anyways. It's been about an hour, so
Oh,
Has it really?
yeah.
well,
Time
this would have
flies,
all
eh?
fell apart without me anyway.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah.
You saved the show.
Yeah, there you go. You see the show, buddy.
With
But
my
guys,
genitalia.
let's say our outros real quick because guys, this is going to be about an hour, hour and a half show on Tuesdays and Fridays in the United States. You'll have to check the times if you're outside the United States. But Willie, where can people find you if they want to get a hold of you for a commission or for some work or just to see what you're about?
Yeah, I'm on all social media sites. So I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, all that jazz as Willy Reed. So you can find me at Willy Reed.
Great.
Here on YouTube, though, it's The Art of Reed.
Okay.
So if you
Cool.
want to see
Yeah.
some of my videos.
And
stuff.
I'll be editing all these links up. I'm going to throw them down in the description later, so everybody has them. We'll have them in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Spencer?
Yeah, Spencer Tunes for the social medias, mostly Instagram and Twitter, and slowly getting into YouTube. Just have to upload something. That'll be good. And you can visit my website, which is joshspencer.com.au.
Awesome. I am Spencer for Life on all channels, all social media, so you can find me that way. I want to thank everybody who's in the chat. Draken, Trusty Abe, John Dillard, all you guys who were here, dude. Thanks for being part of the first show. This Friday, we got a cool guest coming. I'm going to be announcing it a little bit later in the week. But stay tuned. It'll be nice. And you guys have a great day. God bless and take care. Okay?
Bye.